A.J. Allmendinger, Clint Boyer, Tony Stewart, and Martin Truex. Kyle did make up some ground on the top 30. He was 23 points out coming in. He's now 13 points out with 5 races to go. The next stop, Watkins Glen, next week here on MRN. That's the Monday Morning Race Refresher, brought to you by Coca-Cola. I'm Joe Moore on the Motor Racing Network.
Robin, let's try a little plant trivia. Name this nursery. It's a not-for-profit, and it teaches growing and caring for plants to their students.
Oh, that's easy. Kenny's Place.
Or how about this one? It's a nursery conveniently located between Ocala and Bellevue.
Again, it's Kenny's Place.
Or how about this one? A nursery with a wide variety of just what you need or want at the most reasonable prices.
Kenny's Place, of course.
Kenny's Place at 7677 Southeast 41st Court. Give them a call at 867-1213. It's a caring place for people and plants. It's Kenny's Place.
All right, 12 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Monday morning, August 3rd. Can you believe it? It's 75 degrees and raining here at the Paddock Mall. Looks like it's going to be a rainy day. I'll give you a quick look at the forecast right here. There's an 80% chance we'll see rain today. We've already seen rain. Scattered thunderstorms have already been falling. Ooh, it just jumped up to 90%. Look at that in a heartbeat.
Oh, my gosh.
So now they're saying that now there's even more of a chance of rain. Thunderstorms pretty much today. All day. High temperatures, 83 degrees. Wind from the south-southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. There you go. 90% chance of rain today. 60% chance tomorrow. Wednesday and Thursday, only a 10% chance.
Okay. That's okay. I love the rain. We have to have a variety or else everything's going to die.
Well, you have to save something for the rainy day. Did you do anything?
I know. I didn't do anything yet.
Let's see. All right. I told you we would do the serious stuff. I'm just not wanting to for some reason.
I love the Fantasy Fest voyage that you were taking me on during the break there, telling me all about the events and things.
And
that's awesome.
There are a lot more than what we mentioned, and you can just Google it and you'll find them.
Very creative, by the way.
All right, so Representative Mike Hill is a Republican from Pensacola Beach, and he's not too happy with the Florida Supreme Court. As you know, the Supreme Court in the state of Florida decided to throw out congressional districts that were drawn by the legislature, ruling 8 districts, 8 in the state of Florida that are out of compliance with the Constitution. He says he wants to have a talk with those Supreme Court justices to see what the heck they're thinking. He says if they don't want to talk, he wants to subpoena them.
There you go.
So Representative Hill sent a letter last Thursday to House Speaker Steve Crisafulli, who's also a Republican from Merritt Island, slamming the court's decision as usurping the legislature's authority to draw new districts. Can't blame him for that.
No.
The Florida Supreme Court is playing at a most dangerous game, he said in the letter. He says, under the guise of interpreting the state constitution, the court is systematically rewriting the Constitution, unquote. Representative Mike Hill called on Representative House Speaker Crisafulli to either not pass any new maps or, in lieu of that, ask the justices to attend committee meetings to help lawmakers abide by the parameters of their ruling.
There you go. That makes sense.
That does make sense. Now, what I don't understand is that the intent of the redrawing of the districts was to stop incumbents from being elected. It was to stop unfairly being elected, put it that way. It's to stop minorities from being not represented, etc. The most weird-looking district is District 5, which goes all the way from the Jacksonville area down to Orlando, and it cuts right through Marion County on the east.
Whose district is that?
I think it's Corinne Brown.
Corinne Brown, yeah, I thought it was.
But Corinne Brown is in office.
Yeah.
So it's like, why? I mean, why are you messing with her constituents? To me, if I was a representative, I mean, let's see. How do I say this? If I represented an area, I would want to know what was going on in the area.
Yeah.
And how is it, which is easier, to keep your district in your area or to spread it through a tiny little corridor like that? I don't know. I mean, I guess if I was a congressperson, I would make it my job, my duty, to be sure that I was aware of the news happening in every one of those areas.
Oh, sure.
So, but the average citizen doesn't usually do that. Anyway, here's another quote. from Representative Hill. He says, the Florida Supreme Court has gone too far. I thus propose the following. First, we should not draw Florida's congressional districts. We have undertaken this task twice before, only to be told that we did not comply with ever-changing judicial standards. Second, should we decide or be compelled to redraw congressional districts, we should invite the Florida Supreme Court to appear before us so that they might first share with us their thoughts on redistricting. This open and transparent discussion would be consistent with the Florida Supreme Court's own decisions. It would also allow us to ask questions of the justices so that we might better comply with the redistricting amendments while bringing an end to this game of redistricting ping pong to which we have become unwilling participants. That's what the letter says. Off the top, I mean, just looking at it, you know, looks like a reasonable request. You know, hey, you've told us we did it wrong. We changed it twice. You still don't like it. Okay, let's get together. You tell us what you want.
Yeah.
Look at the districts and say, what do you want to do? One of them is to make it more compact and contiguous. Is that the word, Robin?
Yes. Yes.
Compact and contiguous. So obviously, District 5 is neither compact nor contiguous.
No.
Contiguous?
Yes. No, it's...
I mean, obviously it's not.
No.
So what would they do with that one? I don't know. If the justices of the Supreme Court decline the invitation, then Hill recommends, as I mentioned earlier, that our lawmakers use subpoena powers. And this is exactly what he says. He says we should exercise our subpoena powers under Article 5, Section 3 of the Florida Constitution to compel their attendance and compel the disclosure of their papers. It would be interesting to see what exactly they want.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the district looks nutty, but if it's working for the constituents of that district, what is the big deal?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, is she very effective for all of the counties that her district covers? And
well, she gets voted in.
Yeah.
There must be a reason.
Right, exactly. So they should leave it alone.
The ruling set a new precedent by interpreting the Fair Districts Amendments passed by voters in 2010 that prohibit new districts being passed that intentionally, quote, favor or disfavor incumbents, political parties, or minority groups, and calling for districts, as I already mentioned, to be compact and contiguous.
Yeah, an equal of everything in each district.
Well, I don't know that this District 5 favors or disfavors incumbents or political parties or minority groups, but I definitely know it's not compact and contiguous.
No, it's not.
It is really a weird looking thing.
No, it's really got to be hard for the person that's elected too, because how can you represent all those counties?
The 5-2 ruling declared the legislature violated the amendments by passing new congressional and state Senate districts supported by Republican consultants that favor the Republican Party. Republican consultants drew up maps and submitted them in public meetings through proxies, the ruling states, based on trial court evidence. The ruling specifically threw out 8 congressional districts, including Congressional District 5, currently held by U.S. Representative Corinne Brown, who happens to be a Democrat, by the way. Her home base is Jacksonville, which is where part of her district is. The district snakes down from Jacksonville to Orlando, passing through Marion County, expanding along the way to draw in parts of Gainesville to help create a minority access district for African Americans. And they don't want that? You would think that they would want that.
Yeah.
The ruling encourages lawmakers to draw an east-west Congressional District 5 instead of the current north-south divide. The east-west district could still provide for a minority district, but that would allow minority voters in Central Florida to be swallowed up by surrounding districts that lean Republican. But that's not what they did. They didn't make that. I don't understand. Democrats obviously favor an east-west district. Hill did not appreciate that portion of the court's ruling either. Anyway, another quote from Hill. The court also redrew Florida's 5th congressional district, discarding the district drawn by the legislature's professional staff in favor of a district drawn under the auspices of the National Democratic Redistricting Committee and the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee.
And just because a person's registered for Republican, Democrat, or Independent or whatever doesn't mean that they always vote straight party. They're deep thinkers, and there is a variety of people, so you can't base it on that.
Hill also took issue with the decision by the courts to allow lawmakers to be deposed in conjunction with the trial, overturning the legislative privilege lawmakers enjoy in most litigation, and quoted the Federalist Papers to make his case. He quoted James Madison.
Oh, my.
Who said, quote, "The Federalist Papers remind us that the accumulation of all powers, legislative, executive, and judiciary, in the same hands, whether of one, a few, or many, may be justly pronounced the very definition of tyranny."
Gosh.
He said the Supreme Court in Florida seems to have forgotten this most basic tenet. So, well, I can't help but agree with him. Mm-hmm. I don't really know what they want. I think that's what he wants. He wants to know what they want.
Exactly.
And it doesn't seem unreasonable to me to ask the people who are... I mean, you have to answer to these guys. So
yeah,
it doesn't seem unfair to me. I mean, get them to show up and make a statement. If they won't do so willingly, then I guess the subpoena is the way to go.
Yeah, have them bring their own map and say, this is what we want.
This is what we had in mind.
Exactly, and then debate.
We don't know what we had in mind. Yeah. We figured we would leave it up to you. It's your job. Our job is just to say you did it wrong.
Exactly. We get the big bucks, bigger bucks than you guys.
This is what we don't know what we want.
Yeah.
That's probably how they talk.
Yeah, that probably is. You know, they're having their lattes and all that stuff. But no, I mean, just because you have X number of Republicans and X number of Democrats doesn't mean that, you know, you're going to district the way the people think, because if you're a Democrat and feel like voting Republican, you know, they do. So.
All right, so let's wrap up this segment. We got a fun segment with Galen. I found this over the weekend, and I knew right away this is a Galen segment.
Nice.
It is the 5 people you do not want to go golfing with. 5 people. Maybe you're on the list. I know I'm on the list.
Uh-oh.
I am definitely.
Your name?
I am definitely on the list. All right, we will be back. This is WOCA.
Hello from the children of planet Earth.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
News Radio, I'm Pam Puso. He's wanted in Memphis. Tremaine Wilborn, the man suspected of killing police officer Sean Bolton, who authorities say interrupted a drug deal in a parked car.
Authorities say as Bolton approached the vehicle, Wilborn got out of the passenger seat and got into a scuffle with the officer before shooting him multiple times.
Fox's Kelly Wright. A freak accident in Illinois.
The tent flew off into the sky, and then the fence flew off.
One person was killed, 20 others hurt when a storm collapsed a tent at a festival outside Chicago. 3 days before the first Republican presidential debate, Donald Trump is topping the polls.
I am preparing. I'm reading everything. I'm studying everything. I don't have pollsters telling me what to say.
Trump speaking to Fox and Friends. Thursday's debate will air on Fox. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Fox News Early Prime, breaking down business news and its impact on your bottom line. Your World with Neil Cavuto.
That's how I do business. That's why I am business.
Bold positions and brash opinions on the topics America is buzzing about. The Five.
How do you think this will set in with the American people?
This will be the pulse of the nation.
Washington insight and political know-how from the best in the Beltway. Special report with Brett Bay.
The epicenter of the political world is here.
The #1 place for fair and balanced coverage. Fox News Channel.
What's wrong with working hard to make our lives and our kids' lives better? Nothing. At Fox Business, we don't have a problem with success. We have a very big problem with those who get in the way of it. We don't come out of the box bashing those who make money, just the politicians stealing it and the bureaucracies wasting it. We're not just sitting behind a desk. We're out in the field, on the floor, with the folks. Because when a story moves forward, so do we.
Fox Business, the power to prosper. Check your local listings. Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.